Shampoo Road. Bam, 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 no. Oh, that was not good. That was a little louder. So, what's it all about, man? Why are we here? What's the point? Like, here's what I think. And, this is from what I've read and researched. Or, like, I don't even like that word anymore. I like to say, like, instead of saying research, or, like, look it up. It sounds a little less. Everyone says that word. I research. Yeah, okay. But, so I think we have a soul, and our consciousness exists in like another parallel dimension or realm. So I think it's projected here kind of like a hologram. We come here to learn lessons so we can evolve and grow our spirit to go to like a better place or heaven. That's like I read the Bible, but I read everything. I read the Bhagavad Gita. I don't really mess with the Quran or the Torah. The Torah is kind of just the Old Testament, full of wrath. But I get a little bit of everything. I read metaphysics and a bunch of weird spiritual stuff and occult stuff. But I think that you want to do good. In the Law of One, Ra says, if you're not 51% service to others, then your spirit and your soul is not going to graduate to the next level. So it's all about love and above, like doing good things. Metaphysics proves that like nothing is solid. Everything is particles vibrating at such a rate that they appear solid. And when you raise your vibration by doing good things, like things in love, gratitude, and stuff like that, you become more fluffy and light. And you get to experience these higher emotions. Now that's just like the heaven on earth part. So I think when you do bad stuff, you gravitate, like stuff for yourself usually. And that could either be like selfish things or when you take from others. When you hurt other people so you feel good, like when you steal from them or take from them or hurt from them to make yourself feel better, you're gravitating towards like the negative. So I think the Sheol below us, I think we're on the bottom level of heaven and the top level of hell. This is like the spiritual learning ground, like the kindergarten for souls. So, who's, and the other who's, they worship the black cube. Now, like, why would you worship a black cube? Like, it's a three-dimensional object. It's black, which, isn't necessarily bad. Like, I'm wearing a black shirt. Ooh. But, like, I think the Sheol is a big black cube under us. Like, I think the world is flat. There's a dome over it. There's water above us. There's water below us. But there's also oil below us. And I've been thinking about that more because oil is like a big thing on this planet. We use it for gas and fire. And, there's other ways to make energy. And it's kind of like an exploited, ground of things here. But, man, I lost my train of thought. Where was I going with that? So anyway, these people worship the black cube. And because they worship this place. People that worship the black cube have power on this place. And they have power on this place from doing negative things to other people. Now, I believe they can't graduate to the higher realm of positivity, love and above, because they have some soul karma or some ancestral karma. So they just think that like they can stay here and reign over others and have control over others. And that makes them feel good for some reason because they're weirdos. But, so the good, like you have to watch out for them because they're trying to take from you. And like you want to give to others. Like, what's the point of even having stuff? Like, I've been realizing this more lately. We're trying to live like a camper lifestyle. We live in a camper right now, and we're moving down to Florida to, we're going to have an apartment there for a minute, but we're going to save up and get our own camper so we can drive around and work at campgrounds and eventually go off grid. And I want to live like what's the word I'm looking for? A sovereign lifestyle. Sovereignty, self-sovereignty. I want to make my own food, grow my own food, yeah. I make my own water right now. I distill it. It's a man-made machine, but, it's clean, and I trust it more than anything I buy from the store. So that's where we're going with that. So we eventually want to, live a free lifestyle away from these people that are trying to take from us. It stinks. Like, look at the world today. Look how expensive food is, and gas is ridiculous. Taxes, bills, insurance. they're sending our kids to indoctrination camp, school, you know, and like messing their heads up. And like for the people that are like me and you, you know, I'm grateful that I woke up and saw this. I used to be a drug addict and an alcoholic. I used to dress like a girl. I was all messed up. My hormones are out of whack. Then one of my buddies told me about the pineal gland, and it's been cool since then. Like, I took diatomaceous earth. It's a ground fossil shell flower, and it cleansed me of all the toxins and impurities in me, and, you know, all the parasites from eating meat, which is like dead, decomposing flesh and, you know, death pretty much. And it cleansed all that out, and I did that cleanse, and, you know, I still take it regularly here and there when I eat something that feels kind of weird. Like, my body just tells me what's going on now, but, you know, it gets all that crap out of you. And I woke up one day and I felt light and fluffy, and like my cognitive response was nuts, and like everything was so clear. And, you know, I used to only read horror, and like, you know, I still like metal, but I try not to lean towards like all the death and destruction anymore. But one day I was in the thrift shop, and I'd always go for Stephen King. Like, I still like a good Stephen King book. Granted, he's like probably a Illuminati weirdo. He might not even be a he, but, well, that's another topic for another day. But I just gravitated towards like the spiritual section, and I found this book by A.C. Swama, Bhaktiva Prabhagata. I'm sorry I butchered his name. It's so long, but he's like an Indian Hindu spiritual guy, and the book was called The Science of Self-Realization. And I just saw it, and I was like, I don't know why, but I think this is like cool. Like, I was drawn to it out of nowhere. Like, after years of liking death and destruction, I was like, you know, life ain't that bad. Life's kind of cool. Like, it feels good to want to progress my spirituality and like learn, you know, how to get out of here, how to ascend. And it's not really about like escaping here. Like, you're supposed to enjoy here while you're here. There's beautiful places, there's beautiful parts of this life, man. There's a lot to learn in suffering, I guess, you know, and you just have to take it for what it is. And, you know, how are you going to progress if you don't suffer? If you walk on a straight plateau, there's no, you know, it's easy, but you're not going to learn anything. So, I don't know. I think the reason we're here is to learn lessons and grow. And then the kingdom above is like, I think it's like a dream world where you get to use your imagination and create and learn more. And like, there's more after that, but, you know, but the bad part is if you do crappy things, I think you go to the shale underneath where everything's real dense and real hard and like just weird suffering, pain. And I don't know if there's any lessons to learn down there. I think you have to kind of escape from there. Maybe there is lessons down there. I don't know. You know, maybe there's side realms too. I don't know. It's hard to say. Shoot, I don't know anything, man. I don't know nothing. But sometimes I see what's going on, and I pick up a couple of little things in there. I try to stay humble and learn from other people like me that are just trying to share info and, you know, teach each other and learn from each other, and people that want to spread love. And I don't know, this is a cool journey. I'm glad to be here, and I'm happy people are listening, and I'm happy there's people like me that I get to listen to that want to share. So it's pretty cool, man. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. The world's getting kind of crazy, and I feel like time is speeding up. Like, I know that's something a lot of old people say, like, oh man, the time whizzes by, you know, like, just like the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s all had like definitive differences that made those decades unique. But after like 2005, 10, it's like a blur now. And like technology, I think, is making it speed up faster because more information is available. So you're absorbing more information. Everyone has the capability to learn more things, learn it faster, spread information faster. So your consciousness is just like going in hyper mode because it's all this stuff is coming at it at once. And, you know, it's cool and it's bad. Like, I really don't like having this Black Mirror or cell phone, you know, soul phone. I don't like having it, but you can use it for good. You can learn off of it. Just remember to get off of it, go out into nature, ground yourself, put it down for a while, and watch out on October 4th when they do that mass warning signal thing. Like, who knows? But frequencies are a serious thing, man. Frequencies affect your consciousness and the cells in your body. So that's it for now. I'm picking up my girlfriend from work. I'm gonna have a pizza. Yeah, I still eat cheese. You know, I don't eat meat anymore. I'm trying to cut down on the dairy. It gives me mucus and phlegm. But cheese is a big staple in my life, man. I still have an unpleasant addiction to it. But the addictions are getting less and less, and I'm learning from it. And pretty soon I'm not gonna have any pizza, but oh well, it's one of my guilty pleasures for now. It's better than crystal meth, crack cocaine, heroin, all that crap I was doing, alcohol. You know, I'm learning and trying to love. So Shampoo Road, over and out.